Welcome to my channel, everyone. Today we unravel a story that begins with laughter, but ends in one of the most shocking murders of our time. A real-life prank that turned deadly, involving two unsuspecting women, a mysterious stranger, and an international conspiracy. Siti Aisyah was born in 1992 in a small, impoverished village in Indonesia. Her family could barely afford to eat. At 14, she left for Jakarta to work and support her loved ones. A few years later, she married and had a son, but the marriage ended quickly. In 2012, she returned to her village, struggling to raise her child and care for her parents. With little opportunity in the village, Siti moved to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, in search of work. She landed a job at a hotel spa called Flamingo, but this job was a front. She also worked as an escort. It wasn't ideal, but it paid enough to keep her family afloat. In January 2017, while looking for clients outside a nightclub, a taxi driver named John approached her. He told her a Japanese man named James was looking for actresses for a hidden camera show. Siti, intrigued and hopeful, agreed. The next day, she met James, who claimed to be a Japanese producer. He gave her a simple task: smear baby oil on someone's face as a prank. She did it, laughed, and was paid $100. It felt harmless. She was soon doing more pranks, traveling the country, and earning more money than ever before. James promised her stardom. He told her a big prank was coming, their biggest yet, and it would take place at Kuala Lumpur International Airport on February 13th. There would be more actors involved. Siti met Doan Huang, a 28-year-old Vietnamese woman hired for the same reason, to prank people on camera. They practiced together, smearing oil and spraying perfume on strangers. But this time, they wouldn't meet the prank victim until the moment it happened. On the morning of February 13th, Siti, Doan, and James waited at a cafe in the airport. At 9 a.m., James pointed to a man in a gray jacket with a backpack and told them, "That's him. Go now." Siti ran in front of the man, cutting him off, while Doan came from behind and rubbed a cloth on his face. Siti sprayed perfume immediately after. They both laughed, said it was a prank, and vanished into the crowd. After the prank, Siti washed her hands and went to the meeting point, but no one showed up. She called James. Nothing. Disoriented and confused, she returned to her hotel. 2 days later, while preparing to return to Indonesia, she was arrested at the airport. Armed police swarmed her. Siti wasn't alone. Doan was also arrested the following day. At the station, they were told the prank victim had died. He wasn't an actor. He was a real person, a very important one. The prank? It wasn't innocent. The cloth Doan used and the spray Siti applied contained components of VX nerve agent, a chemical weapon. VX is one of the deadliest substances on Earth. Just 10 milligrams on the skin can kill by shutting down the nervous system, but it only becomes lethal when its components combine. That's why 2 people were needed. Siti and Doan never knew. They handled it carelessly. They wiped it on their clothes and touched their faces, showing they had no idea how dangerous it was. The man they pranked was Kim Jong-nam, brother to North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un. He had been living in exile and had close ties with foreign intelligence agencies. In fact, when he died, $120,000 in cash was found in his bag, believed to be from the CIA in exchange for information. His outspoken criticism of the North Korean regime made him a marked man. The so-called prank producers were North Korean agents. James, whose real name was Ri Ji-yu, was one of 5 operatives overseeing the operation. The moment the women completed the prank, the agents disappeared, escaping via diplomatic channels. Siti and Doan were left to face murder charges. Malaysia was thrown into diplomatic chaos. The North Korean ambassador was expelled. Eventually, Kim Jong-nam's body was returned to North Korea. Siti and Doan, however, remained behind bars. After 2 years in prison, the charges were dropped. It was clear they had been manipulated. They returned home as victims, forever changed by an international plot. James promised to make them famous, and he did, just not the way they imagined. What began as a prank turned into one of the most complex assassinations in modern history. Let us know in the comments what you think about this shocking case. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay curious.